today I realized it's been a really long time since I've done a live recipe for you, so I had a hankering for bread pudding. It was like yesterday or the day before, right when the weather was starting to turn and we were starting to get our crazy snowstorm that really wasn't that crazy in the end. And waking up to the snow today, like the extra snow that fell overnight, I was like, you know what, let's make that bread pudding today. But I know the title says breakfast. I understand that this is a live video and it's about ready to be 1 o'clock. Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. I slept in just a little bit. But then I went outside, I did some shoveling, and then I was like, well, the car is out, so now I'll just run my errands and go grocery shopping and all that. I just got back and unpacked, and I was like, dude, I'm hungry. So I am finally having breakfast. I would much rather have breakfast foods than lunch foods anyways, like on any day. So today on the menu is going to be bread pudding. Okay, and what I have so far right now, I have a few things prepared, this is browned butter. Okay, I don't know how well you can actually see the miscoloring on there. Miscoloring, whatever. But yeah, that's brown butter, and it's delicious. If you've never played around with brown butter before, do so. Alright, so basically what I have here is I have 2 heels from a loaf of bread that I just finished up. So that's it. That's actually what I save heels for, is this. So it's all cubed up nicely. It's from 647 wheat bread, and I'm going to stick that in there first. The 2 heels, it's like 2 small slices, so it won't really account for much. Okay, I'm not going to have those spend too much time in there. And then no, you can't do that, cat. Okay, now I'm going to put 2 pre-scrambled eggs in there. I'll let that mix up just a little bit. This is all going to happen real fast, okay? Turn my heat down just a little bit. Okay. And now I've got unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Just a little bit, just a dash. Okay, it's almost like we're making a French toast batter, but the wrong way. Okay. And now for the fun part. This is Torino sugar-free toffee nut syrup. A little dash of that. A little bit of vanilla. I think I brought out the wrong vanilla. Just a little bit. You don't want too much of that in there, especially if you're using a syrup like that. You can see it's already cooking nicely. Look how fast this is. Alright, now the spices. I tend to have really fun time with spices. That was cardamom, just a tiny bit. Just as much of allspice, which that's not going to be much at all. Yep, that's all I did was like 2 little finger taps. I kind of measure my spices out in finger taps. 1, 2, 3, 4 for nutmeg because I really like it. Give that a turn. Our last one is, yep, you guessed it, cinnamon. And I'm going to go about, depending on how fast it comes out of there, maybe 5 or 6 taps. 1, 2. Actually, we're going to go with 2. Those were 2 big ones. Okay, give it a couple of mixes, and by the time it's all mixed up, it's done. Yes, I did the plate out. Good. Okay, turning my heat off already. Cooked up really, really fast. Get a mitt. Right here. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put this on my plate, and then I'll pan the camera over so you can see it. Alright, so let's see what we got over here. Okay, so looks kind of like a pile of something, like hash or something like that. But I made it a little bit drier on purpose because I'm going to serve it with berries over the top. So this is a compote of raspberries and blackberries, about, I don't know, 7 of each or so. And I'm just going to put it right over the top so it's like a berry spice thing. And this combination is delicious. And I got, what did I put in? I put in 2 eggs, a splash, a literal splash, like a few calories worth of almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, so there's like no sugar in this at all. The spices and the other sweet looking things were like, that was an extract in a sugar-free syrup. 2 eggs, like I would normally eat scrambled. My serving of fruit, this was about a half a cup of berries, mixed berries there. And 2 slices of high fiber bread. So like I would normally eat these things, but this is going to come out tasting like dessert. So let's give it a try. Okay. Yum. Oh, it's steaming hot. This is like perfect after being out in the cold. It's like hot. So good. Yep. Definitely delicious. And the juices are mixing in there, and now it's taking on more of a thicker pudding consistency. It's really, really good, especially when it all mixes in and cools off. Alright, so I will put the recipe of what I stuck in there in the comments, and you can see how fast this cooked up. So like if you're in a rush in the morning, you know, you could have this ready to go in like 10 minutes. Okay, so that's my recipe that I wanted to share with you today. If you get to try it, enjoy.